welcome back to Rescue Bots Academy Season 2. Today we're taking a look at episode 14, Little Plot of Horrors. In this episode, Medix lets the little Galax plant out for some fresh air, but it turns out to be a big mistake. First off, I like that they revisited the Galax plant from the episode The Big Small Rescue. But at the end of that episode, we saw that another little Galax plant had sprouted up. But in this episode, the Galax is by itself. What happened to the other Galax? I like that the recruits got to go on another space mission, even if we didn't get to see it. It's kind of funny how Hotshot gets called out for almost opening a test tube when Wedge already has a big container wide open.
How could you, Hotshot?
I guess Boulder's not very observant. The recruits bring the samples to the quarantine area.
Wow! When did we get a quarantine area?
Beats me. I clearly have not adequately explored my new lab.
Clearly not. It's pretty hypocritical how Medix was so strict with quarantine procedures with the other recruits, but then he takes the Galax outside with no way of knowing how it'll react or affect the surrounding flora. It's also weird when Medix comes back in the morning and sees the Galax plant has taken over the garden. He's not concerned about the other plants or anything, but instead praises the Galax. I also can't help but be reminded of Poison Ivy, what with her love of plants and her ability to make them grow huge and monstrous. It's like Medix is the Poison Ivy of the Rescue Bot recruits.
My baby! My precious baby!
I was really worried that the recruits were going to have to start chopping away at the Galax in order to contain it, which would have been pretty violent and painful for the plant. I'm glad they found a less painful way to make it shrink back down to size. Kind of. I also like how they foreshadow finding a new home for the Galax by having Boulder testing some samples earlier in the episode. I somehow didn't pick up on that on my first viewing. So they find a new home for the Galax, and I guess they live happily ever after? Although I do wonder, we did see another Galax plant sprout in the original episode. How do they know that this Galax didn't spawn more Galax plants while it was so big in the garden? What if there's another baby Galax hiding under a bush somewhere and they'll have to deal with it too in a later episode? This was a decent episode. Again, I kind of enjoyed Medix pulling a Poison Ivy, and I did like the Little Shop of Horrors reference in the title. But overall, it was just kind of a okay episode. Well, let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and do all that other fun stuff. And join me next time, we'll be checking out Season 2, Episode 15. Museum Mystery.